Hi, this is Connie Mason with my Dharma talk on the Bhagavad Gita. What do you think is the most widely referenced spiritual text in the world? The Bible? The Quran? In fact, it is an ancient Indian spiritual text called the Bhagavad Gita, sometimes simply known as the Gita. A text that Hindu traditionalists believe came into existence sometime between the 5th and 2nd century, about 2,500 years ago. The Gita uses allegory to communicate its philosophy to us. The story is of a war, often seen as the two opposing forces of good and evil, or the war within us. The main characters are Arjuna, a warrior, and Krishna, a god, who, the purpose of this particular myth, has taken the form of a human. The Gita adopts a narrative framework of dialogue, so there's a conversation going on between these two main characters, and that's the way it communicates its message to us. Arjuna is sometimes seen as symbolic of our struggling soul, as he struggles with self-doubt, as we all do from time to time. He questions his ability to win the battle of this war, which is constantly going on between the tendencies of good and evil. Arjuna gets to a point where he not only doubts his ability to win the war, but he's lost faith in his own ability as a warrior. Krishna actually stops time so that he can spend as much time as he needs talking to Arjuna while the battle is suspended, and he convinces Arjuna that he shouldn't give up. He tells him he is to continue on with his role in life, which is to lead the army against these forces. He must face the courage and to face the battles head on, to find the courage to continue on when it just seems too hard to do so. And I wonder, can you relate to this? Those small daily battles, maybe of getting the kids to school on time, balancing the finances, or the more and the most significant battles of our lives, struggles of sickness and loss. So whether the role of a person is that of a warrior like Arjuna, or the head of a large corporation, or if the person is the one who cleans the offices in the corporation, it is equally important for each of these people to perform their role with pride and to the best of their abilities, using their natural gifts and their capacities. Because each of them can make an individual and a significant contribution to the order of the universe. By exhibiting the behaviours of fulfilling their duties, each individual is fulfilling his or her dharma, the essential quality or character of their nature. Arjuna's dharma was to fulfill his duty as a warrior. For you, it may be your professional role, or your role as a grandmother, a father, a friend, or a combination of these things, and to do so in a way that's the right way of living, consistent with your dharma. Krishna goes further on his instruction as to how Arjuna should do this to achieve this right way of living. He must follow the path of karma yoga. Simply translated, karma means action, action which can occur in thought, or action can occur in words or in deeds. So what Krishna is saying to Arjuna is that he must act without any intention as the result of his actions. He must perform his duties in such a way that, be it his thoughts or his words or his deeds, they are the right way of living, but they have no attachment to the outcome. He must fight day to day on the battlefield without any end goal, and in spite of that, it should not prevent him from performing his role to the best of his abilities. He should act without hesitation or doubt, and Gandhi described this as desireless action, by renouncing the fruits of action. So why did Krishna instruct Arjuna in this way? Put simply, when we act without intention, we free ourselves. We release ourselves from desire of results. When we act without desire, we are not bound to the outcomes. We are able to act freely, to be ourselves, and remain unaffected by either success or failure. The Gita refers also to other yogic paths by which to attain enlightenment. The practice of Jnana Yoga, which is the path of attainment of wisdom knowledge, and the attainment of liberation through renouncement of both desires and actions. And Bhakti Yoga, which refers to the discipline of unceasing and loving remembrance of God. And this is considered the most straightforward path to enlightenment, which is attainable by intense devotion and meditation. Mahatma Gandhi said of the Gita that it appears to me to be that of showing the most excellent way to attain self-realization. It is a message which I believe is as relevant today as it was 2,500 years ago.